I feel especially honored and pleased to represent my colleagues today. Ordinarily, the greeting from the faculty at commencement is given by our presiding officer, currently Professor Daniel Boats. But a couple of months ago, I was working in my office, minding my own business, content with the expectation that my main role in today's ceremony would be as a faculty marshal to simply herd you students around, along with a somewhat more intractable faculty and administration. But then something unpredictable happened. Professor Boats stopped by and graciously offered to relinquish his privilege so that I could harangue the students one last time. I seriously considered declining his generous offer, but I finally agreed because of one of the cardinal tenets of my teaching philosophy: never pass up an opportunity to impose ideas on a captive audience. When I started thinking about what particular ideas to impose on you, it struck me that Professor Boats' gesture was just the latest in a series of unlikely events that led to my long career at Kansas Wesleyan and my eventual appearance here today. In the summer of 1971, I was a new PhD without a job or any good prospects for getting one. Then something unpredictable happened. A sudden resignation left an opening in the biology department at Kansas Wesleyan, and I applied for the position and was hired just in time for the start of the fall semester. Having grown up in Hutchinson and graduated from McPherson College, I was a little apprehensive about coming to a rival school located in a rival city, but I soon discovered that Kansas Wesleyan and Salina were not really offensive places. In fact, I now regard them as obviously superior to my alma mater and my former hometown. Still, remaining here for 40 years required the good fortune to overcome two critical events. For a time, Kansas Wesleyan was in serious financial difficulty, and the possibility of closing down was real, as actually happened just across town with Marymount College. But we managed to survive, largely because of the dedication and support of a lot of people who love Kansas Wesleyan. Later on, for reasons that I won't trouble you with, I considered finding a position somewhere else. But I persevered and eventually thrived due to the encouragement that I received from a series of remarkable biology students. Now at the end of my career, I look back at all the unlikely events along the way, and I marvel at how well things turned out. Although you students haven't had quite as long a career at Kansas Wesleyan as I have, I'm guessing that all of you can identify some unlikely contingent events that led to your eventual arrival at this commencement ceremony yourselves. Certainly there were many other colleges you could have chosen to attend, and your decision to come here probably involved some uncertainty, even an element of chance. Then there was the risky business of adjusting to life at a small college in central Kansas, especially if you came from an alien culture, say, for example, California. And of course, the path to graduation was filled with lots of obstacles of academic, financial, and personal varieties. At various points, some of you probably considered transferring to another school or even dropping out of college. But then something unpredictable happened. By virtue of your own efforts and with the help of your friends and families and hopefully faculty, every last one of you earned your college degree. In the end, Kansas Wesleyan turned out to be the right place for you, just as it did for me. In closing, I'm going to quote some lyrics from a popular song of several years ago by a punk rock group called Green Day. I hasten to add that my taste in popular music leans more toward the Beatles and Bob Dylan than punk rock, but I take inspiration wherever I can find it. I also need to warn you that the title of this song does not not quite capture the message that I want to get across. Although it's more commonly known by some words that I'll quote, the title of the song is actually Good Riddance. But I think the two lines of the lyrics of this song actually do express how I hope you graduates feel about your experience here at Kansas Wesleyan. I'm mercifully going to just say the words rather than try to sing them. It's something unpredictable, but in the end it's right. I hope you had the time